Today's devotion is lifting each other. Our scripture comes from Ecclesiastes 4, 9, and 10. Two are better than one, because they have good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up the other. But woe to the one who is alone and falls and does not have another to help. This scripture speaks about the power of friendship. It brings to our attention that we need one another in order to live a fulfilling life. And according to the scripture, we can find worth in the work that we do together. It also reminds us that when we find ourselves in a situation that requires assistance, having someone who can come to our aid is what can save us. Haven't we seen instances during this period where so many of our brave health workers are putting themselves in harm's way to assist the many who are falling ill in this global health crisis? People in all areas, whether they be first responders, our technicians who are doing IT, cooks, truck drivers, health inspectors, grocery clerks, and the list goes on and on and on. Neighbors are checking on neighbors. Yes, and even strangers are stepping up and helping as well. Now, it's understandable that there may be some of us who are feeling overwhelmed during this global crisis. There may be those who would even resort to total seclusion and withdrawal. And while feeling that way could be understandable, it's dangerous, as it can lead to unhealthy consequences. So how then do we adjust to being told we cannot touch or approach one another for fear of negative health results? We must constantly remind ourselves and others not to confine ourselves to an existence of solitude and isolation. We can still connect to each other. The ability to reach others has been enhanced by social media and technology. We can video chat. That means we can really see each other over vast distances. We can check up and check in with text messages, and yes, even TikTok. My granddaughter was talking about that. But if technology is not the way you want to go, you can use your phone and call someone or send them a card in the mail. But we should just take time out of our day to speak to someone who may be on your mind. I had a pleasant experience this past week of talking to someone who was calling me to sell an item. Yes, a telemarketer. Normally when I see a number that's unknown, it remains unknown. But now I answer every call because I'm not sure if it's a distant relative, it's a business associate, somebody who's really trying to get in touch with me. So on this occasion, after I discovered the purpose of the call, instead of hanging up like I normally do, I listened. I listened because I knew this person was one of the few people among us who was still working. This person needed to have their pitch heard so that they could continue doing their job day after day. When they finished, I explained to them that during this current crisis, I really was not prepared to make any commitment to buy anything, but that they could call me back. Their response, they were delighted. But the conversation didn't end there. I began to ask them questions. I asked the caller, how are you doing? How is your family? What's happening where you are? We continued to talk, and after a while, you would have thought we were long lost friends. Once the call was over, I realized something else. Not only did the caller sound happy, but I felt better too. When we talk to and listen to each other, we're building lasting bonds, because two are better than one. Make it a point today to reach out to someone. Be aware of the power of connection. Hey group, we can lift each other up.